Between Brush Street and I-375, that's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Strong left. Strong left. Strong left.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Put that team on the bus. 45.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and And that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Well, you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Keep it up, guys. Check, 45.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 9. I'm coming after you.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play there on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. The give is to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Ready? Check Mike 45. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Tell me what you got. Ready, go.
Now back to throw.
Give me some.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
He's going to look deep down the field.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Touchdown! It's complete. Cordero Patterson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Brian Burns. Able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here.
Big series right here.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
14's the mic. Danny. Mike 14. Mike 14.
They'll run with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Check it. Hey, go.
This is Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
Being
you.
chased out left. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Well, pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Grady Jarrett able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. On the ball. On the ball. It's just me and you.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the pressure gets to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, 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 hey!
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. 60 Maverick. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 1st down, Patterson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Play, baby.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
45. Mike, 45. Oh, you got deep? Check nickel, nickel. Cowboy 80.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. I'm not ready.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. Mike 2, Mike 2. Come on, D. Switch. Check 43.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Williams to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, break. So don't say nothing. Tight left. Hey.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Double dog. That's the way.
Rush in.
Jack.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.